welcome Brandon Hayes. I'm here with a good friend of mine, Mulaa. Mulaa, how you doing?
It's good, bro. How you, man? I'm good.
Man, I'm out here, man. Before we start, let me just get this out of the way. Follow Mulaa on IG on underscore Mulaa Bossed Up, Mulaa Bossed Up. Listen to his project, Street Vibes and Life for Granted, out wherever you can get music. And look out for his new project, Underrated and Underappreciated.
Uh-huh.
Uh, you announced that a couple days ago, your new project, Underrated, Underappreciated. You got some good features. I know Elzo Bands is pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Lil Fame, Neff, and I think
Yeah,
Zubali,
Zobali, yeah, yeah.
Zubali. Let me ask you this though. Why is it called underrated and underappreciated? I feel like you got a pretty good, strong fan base. You got some dedicated fans. Why is it called that?
To be honest, bro, like regardless, you definitely right about me like having a strong fan base, shit like that, and they definitely loyal too. But I just feel like even when I be like I've been making noise for a long time. Like you feel me? Like it's 2020. I've been doing this shit for like 5 years. You feel? I can curse on this.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I've been doing this shit for like 5 years. So it's like I still be feeling like sometimes here and there, like I don't be getting like the credit I deserve. You feel me? So it's just like that's really the reasoning behind the tape. You feel me? Underrated, unappreciated. But like you feel what I'm saying? And I feel like when I drop this, like as of lately, they've been like I feel like I've been getting the love I deserve and shit like that. So like I feel like when I drop this, it's really gonna open their eyes and like it's really gonna set my feet in the concrete as far as who I am, like in this rap shit. You feel me?
Do you have a strategic plan on releasing music? Like, do you just go by yourself, like, okay, I think this is a good time, or do you consult with people? Do you have people in your circle? Like, all right, we should release it around this time.
Um, yeah, I mean, sometimes I just like as of lately, I've been trying to give it to them back to back because I feel like that's what keep them in tune more. Like when you drop them back to back, I feel like they're like, all right, like you applying pressure, they fucking with you, you know what I mean? So like other than that, like it's not. I don't really have like a good like setup on how I drop. Like I just give it to them. I just like to feed the streets, give it to them like repeatedly and consistently. You feel me?
All right, you get real personal on your other tapes. You really do. From going to jail, losing loved ones. Is
Yeah.
this the new tape? Is it gonna follow the same theme?
Yeah. As far as this new tape, I try to like I got songs up there for the females. You know, I want to tap into them a little bit more. You know what I mean? Uh, I'm talking to the streets, of course, because like you know what I mean. Like that's really like a lot of my fan base. I get them a little bit of pain, shit like that. And yeah, I mean, honestly, you could say, yeah, basically, yeah, you could say that, man, because like when I do this music shit, and when I'm rapping and when I'm in the booth, I try to just give them all of me and like just keep it all the way 100. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't want a lot of the people. I don't want to get them no nonfiction shit. You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? So yeah,
Like I
I,
said, a lot of personal stuff. And when
mm,
you talk about that, and when you relive it and you write it, and you're in the studio, do you get
mm-hmm.
emotional? Do you just be like, God damn, I can't believe all this happened to me? Or do you embrace those moments because it brought you to who you are today?
Yeah, I try to embrace them, bro, because it's like if I ain't go through what I went through, I probably wouldn't be who I am today. So you definitely hit it on the head. But like, I mean, sometimes I do sit back, bro. Like I be thinking about like all the shit that has happened to me. Like you don't get it, like don't get it fucked up. Everybody been through something, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like when it come to me, like I be feeling like this shit like a movie sometimes. You feel me? Like for real. But yeah, I definitely embrace it, bro. Honestly,
Yeah,
honestly, just try to put it in music.
everyone's been through something, and honestly I feel like it's just the way a person handles it. Somebody
Yeah,
can lose a loved one and then they can be distraught for the rest of their life. They can't do it. Some people could lose a loved one and they can keep going with their lives and use that as motivation. What was a
yeah.
bigger setback for you? Was it going to jail or losing loved ones?
I see like the going to jail part, cause like, I mean, I went to jail like I was young, man. I went to jail when I was like 20. You know what I mean? So when I went to jail, it was just like that time I was locked up. I could have been out here dropping. Who knows? I probably could have popped within that time of me being in jail. But shit happens. I ain't gonna dwell on it. But I say going to jail, honestly.
Do you think about that? Like, if I have never went to jail, and if I was out here, making music, staying positive, everything, I could be bigger than where I'm at now.
Yeah, it crossed my mind here and there, but I try not to dwell on the past. You know what I mean? I'm here now. I'm free now. I'm trying my best not to go back. You know what I mean? So like, I just try to focus on the now. You know what I mean? Like, and this is what we doing now. I'm going up. You know what I mean? Like I've been seeing a growth in my followers, a growth in my fan base. Like, you know what I mean? A growth in my views. Like, you know, everything I've been dropping, been doing what it's supposed to do. So like, I'm just definitely happy for the now. You know what I mean? Like I went through what I went through to get to where I'm at now. So, you know, it's all good.
I really I can actually just like see the pain through your lyrics, especially with Street Vibes. Was that your first project, Street Vibes?
Nah, I had like previous mix that I'll say that's my first project like on all streaming. But
Yeah.
like I had like when I first started rapping, like you know what I mean. Like I said, I've been doing this for 5 years. So like 2015 and 2016, I dropped the tape. I dropped some shit called Live from Nope. You know what I mean. And then right before I went in, basically the day before I turned myself in, I dropped some shit called Not Going for Long. But they wasn't on all streaming platforms. They just on Spinrilla. I don't really think people use Spinrilla no more. You know what I mean? Like now
No,
that we got all streaming platforms like
yeah.
Apple Music, iTunes, shit like that. But I had two little mixtapes before, you know, Street Vibes. And now that we on all digital platforms, I dropped Street Vibes and Life for Granted. So yeah, like Street Vibes, man. That honestly, bro, like to be 100% with you, like Street Vibes was like really like I looked at that shit like an album because that was a good body of work, bro. So I tried
It
to like
really
take it out.
was.
Yeah, I tried to take that like out of the mixtape category. Like that was like a real live album to me. Like you know what I mean? So
E-
yeah,
e-
man.
what I like about Street Vibes, you just hit the ground running. First track, the intro, Street Ties.
Yeah,
When I heard that,
yeah.
it was just a booming intro. When you recorded that song, Street Ties, did you know that was going to be the intro?
Yeah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I had heard the beat, and when I heard the beat, I heard it on some like out of nowhere type of shit. Like I'm riding with my mans, you know, we outside doing regular shit. We in the car, and I was playing one beat for him that I was thinking about doing, and that beat for Street Ties came on next. I'm like, God damn, you know what I mean? So I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm putting something together to this, and you know, I did it. It came together. I shot the video for, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, bro, that Street Ties is definitely one of those. That's one of those.
Do
Yeah.
you have a personal producer? Like, do you have a guy that like helps you out with a handful of your tracks, or do you just pick and go? You just pick beats out of nowhere?
Yeah, I really just try to pick and go because like I don't know, like I've been told like you know by my peers and shit like I got a good choice of like I got a good choice of beat selection, so I just try to pick and go, like you know what I mean. I try to get versatile with it. I don't go to like one specific producer. Nah.
Okay, because I would think at least with one producer, you're similar to his sound. You kind of know
Yeah,
what you're getting, but you just
yeah,
like to pick and choose
yeah,
whatever.
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
When you
yeah.
hear the beat, do you automatically like think of lyrics that go with the beat, or do you have something already written down that okay, I know that this is gonna go well with this?
Yeah, you know, like everybody writing process is different. So me, like, I done seen like certain guys like they already had shit written down for it and then try to put it on the beat. But me, I listen to the beat first. Like, you know what I mean? I want my lyrics to match that beat. You know what I mean? I don't want to pick like no old shit to go on there. Like, listen to the beat, okay, and then I you know, I listen to I write the lyrics down as I go. Start it over, you know, some more. Start it over, like you know what I mean. So that's really how I do it.
What is your writing process? When you were in jail, did you write a lot? Like, do you still have rhymes from like years ago, or
Yeah,
are you
I got a bag. I got a bag full of rhymes, man, in a closet. Like you know, a bag full of like it, down where I was at in prison and shit. We had like notepads, so I got like a notepad full of shit. Like you know what I mean. So like yeah, a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. A lot of that shit like I forgot about. You know what I mean. I just shot it like out with the old and with the new type of shit when it come to lyrics. So, but I mean, it's still in there though. Like you know, I dig in there sometimes. Like you know, if I'm having writer's block, I dig in there and try to you know look at certain shit. But yeah, I still got like a bag of lyrics. But I wrote a lot when I was in prison. Honestly, like either I was like on the phone, you know, with my girl, or I was writing. If I cause like everybody jail different. Like when you in jail,
yeah.
everybody they handle their time different. So, you know, some dudes, you know, they watching TV, some dudes working out, you know what I mean? Some dudes, you know, they playing cards. Me, I was like, you know, I'm on the phone, I'm writing or I'm working out. You know what I mean? So that's just what it was, honestly.
I don't want to harp on jail too much, but when you're writing, there
Yeah.
is it a better space to write because you have nothing but time, or would you like to be in a little bit more of a comfortable environment, like like a studio with people around? Like, what was better for you?
I mean, honestly, bro, it really ain't matter. Like I tried to it really don't matter. Like either when I'm home, it don't matter. When I was in jail, like the way I looked at it when I was in jail is like, I I gotta use this time wisely. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like when I know they waiting on me. Like that's how I was looking at that shit. Like, bro, I had people waiting on me. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was supporters from back then waiting on me. You know what I mean? They like, I know they dying to know what I got to say. So I was like, I just couldn't come home just saying anything. Like, you know what I mean? So I know it had to be some raw shit. So I was just using my time wisely. You feel me?
So your whole goal is, listen, I'm gonna make lemons out of lemonade. I'm in this sour situation. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna make
yeah,
the best out of it.
yeah. Facts.
So back to Street Vibes. So many
Mm-hmm.
songs that are just great. You got Facts, Opportunities, Cash Out, my favorite, Pain. But the one that really speaks volumes is Walk Down.
Yeah.
What's your favorite track on there before I keep talking about Walk Down? What's your favorite track on Street Vibes?
I honestly, bro, I'll say facts.
Facts? Why Facts?
Yeah, like facts. Because I was really giving them facts. Honestly, bro, when I wrote facts, I think that was like the hard. To me personally, I felt like that was like the hardest shit I wrote. You know, around that time though. Now it's like, you know, I mean, I done advanced, I done been through more shit, but around that time, I thought facts was the hardest shit I wrote.
I was gonna say,
Walk down, since you want to, you know,
no,
when
keep
we,
going.
if you go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, it's
But
Facts. Yeah, no, you.
if you want to jump the walk down, if you want to jump the walk down, I wrote that locked up.
Mhm.
I wrote that locked up. I was on my way home. Yeah, I wrote walk down locked up.
Is Facts still one of your favorite songs? I know you said you advanced and you developed as an artist, but it's still a great song, and it's still a like, Street Time, still a great project. Street Vibe. Is Facts still up there with one of your favorite songs, or do you look at that as I was still, learning everything going on?
Yeah, I say I was still learning everything going on, but it's definitely in my top five. It's
All right,
definitely in my top five.
on Walk Down, one line that you said that really woke me up was my girl said I need therapy. All the stuff I've been through, it's scaring me. I know God really came for me, like a flat, he'd be sparing me.
Yeah,
I can definitely tell you wrote that in jail because that is
yeah,
just so you really went deep in your bag. Do
yeah.
you do you feel like you need therapy from everything you've been through? Or do you kind of feel like therapy is kind of like a weak thing?
Nah, I won't look at it as a weak thing. You know what I mean? I feel like how do they put it? I feel like you know your mental health is everything. You know what I mean? So I'm like, as far as like when I say everything that I've been through be scaring me, like I'm talking about jail, shit that I was like, you know, shit that I've been through in the street, shit like that. You know what I mean? Shit that it's like I be feeling like that sometimes, bro. Like, you know, like when you go through all this shit, it's like you fighting demons, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you think about that shit, bro. Like, you know, I still be dreaming about certain shit, like when I'm like nights in jail, shit like that. You know what I mean? It was days when I was in jail, I was having dreams. I woke up thinking I was home, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, bro, like I be feeling like I need it, you know what I mean? But I try to keep myself sane, you know what I mean? I got a daughter. She 1 year old, so I try to spend time with my daughter. That shit bring me, you know, peace and sanity. And you know, me being the artist that I am and me writing music and being to the studio, you know what I mean? That shit bring me peace also, because you know, that's like my venting. You know what I mean? That's why I get to vent and let shit out at. So that's why I say, like, when I'm rapping, I'm giving them all of me, bro. Like it's everything. I'm giving them all of me. You will never, it's rare you're gonna catch me lying, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to actually touch on. We want to talk about your daughter because I feel like that's a huge inspiration for you. But what you said really spoke volumes to me because I was speaking to someone the other day about good dreams. I actually think good dreams are nightmares because when you have a good dream, when you have a really good dream, say if you have a dream, you're rich, everything is well, and then you wake up, you kind of feel depressed, like, damn, why can't I just go back to that dream? So when you're having these dreams about coming home and everything
Yeah.
is fantastic. Do you wake up hungry, like, all right, this is what's gonna happen, or did you wake up sad as hell, like, damn, I'm still here?
Yeah, bro, that shit used to be heartbreaking, bro. I used to have dreams I was home. I'm thinking I'm home. I'm waking up.
Eating cooked
I'm
food.
waking up. Yeah, I'm waking up to COs and they walkie talkies and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, I ain't home. I'm like, yeah, that shit was a dream, man. For real. Like that shit was a dream, man. For
What was
real, man.
what was
It was crazy.
what was your motivation to stay positive throughout that time?
Honestly, bro, like you know what I mean. I just writing and you know what I mean. Like I knew I had a strong support system, bro. When I was locked up, like you know what I mean. My child mother was there for me. You know, my girl, she was there, and you know what I mean. Like we spent a lot of time on the phone building and bonding, and just like I know I had people out there waiting for me. You know what I mean. Like, but when I was like I said, when I was doing time, I ain't have a kid yet. You know what I mean. So it was
Yeah.
just like a lot of like my support system, bro, was just everything. Like, you know what I mean? It's because it's guys that's like, incarcerated. They don't got a support system, so I was definitely blessed to have a support system I had, you know what I mean?
Would you say writing is a form of therapy? If you didn't have writing, your mind would probably just be extremely cluttered. You'll have a lot going on. Writing kind of let loose, separate some things, kind of like empty the trash a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, yep, just what you just said. I feel like writing is everything. To a person like me, everybody handle they trauma and the stuff they going through different. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But writing is definitely one of my processes. Absolutely.
So how much exactly did you write when you were away? Like, did you really write like tapes, or was it just like just individual songs, or just like lines every now and then, something that came into your head?
I say I wrote I wrote I wrote damn near 2 tapes. And like you just said, I was writing like rhymes here and there, you know what I mean? Shit that was popping up in my head. Like I wrote damn near, I wrote basically 2 tapes, and I was writing like basically verses. Like I had verses because I knew when I come home I was gonna have the features to jump on, shit like that. And I was just writing verses. You know what I mean? So,
Do you kind of
but
have?
a few of those tracks that you got on street on that I got on Street Vibes, it's definitely stuff from jail, honestly.
Mhm.
It's definitely stuff from jail.
Now, when you're just like when you're out and about, do you just think of rhymes and do you just automatically have to write them in your phone, or you just kind of keep them for later and you like to write them on a notepad?
Yeah, it be times when certain stuff will pop up in my head and I'll just be like, oh, let me jot this down. But more than likely, once like when it come to me writing or putting stuff together, I lock in. Like, I'm locked in. My phone will do not disturb. I don't really want to talk. I'm by myself. I'm playing. I got my headphones in. It's like I gotta have headphones. That's a must for me when I'm writing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Well, unless I'm in the studio, but if I'm by myself, I gotta have my headphones. You know what I mean? I'm locked in. I'm by myself. I don't want to talk, and I'm just I'm letting the beat talk to me, and I'm gonna talk back basically.
What are you listening to? Do you listen to old tracks of yourself? It's like a football player watching video of a past game. Like, do you listen to old stuff, or do you listen to other artists that influence you? What are you listening to?
Um, like what you mean by that? Like as far as my writing process or what I'm listening to
You're
now.
right. Yeah, when you write and you have headphones in.
As far as far like basically when I got the headphones in, it's just me and a beat. You know what I mean? But like as far as like me getting like inspiration and shit, like yeah, I try to listen to like other artists, you know what I mean? Feed off them, get ideas too, you know what I mean? And I sometimes draw back to my old stuff too, but I try really not to because I want everything, like I said, I'm out with the old and with the new. I want everything to be fresh. I want to change topics, you know what I mean? Like I want to talk about different shit because I've been through more shit like from the past. So, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but usually when I'm writing, it's just me and a beat though.
What is one of the biggest burdens in the past? Something that's really cuts deep that kind of holds you back today.
Um, I'll say like losing my cousin. When I know they pretty they real familiar with me saying long live Riso. Like that was my cousin. My older cousin and shit like that. And he died while I was in jail. So that
Yeah,
shit really hurt it.
I was
So, but
I was gonna ask. You go by Mulaa, the youngest, but Mulaa bossed up.
yeah. That's one of the names I gave myself. Like it was one of my little slogans. Like when I get on something, I tell them like Mullah the youngest boss. Like what I mean? Because like out of my little circle, like I was probably the youngest one, but I was like looked at like what I mean. Like I was looked at like somebody like what I mean. Like how could I put it? I don't want to say like the boss. You know what I mean? Because I look at all me and my homeboys equally, but I was looked at as somebody like people looked up to. You know what I mean? Like I was the dude with the plan, shit like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, because it's Mullah, the youngest boss, and it's R.I.P. Riso. You say that like immediately
yeah.
after.
I tell him like Mullah the youngest boss. Long live Riso Low. You know what I mean? I try not to put R.I.P. in front of my fallen soldier's name, so I just put long live. You know what I mean?
What's the difference between R.I.P. and long live?
Because I feel like the moral with RIP is just like they dead, like they resting. But when I say long live, it's mean like they living forever because they gonna live through me. You know what I mean?
So you still feel like Riso's spirit is still with you.
Yeah, for sure. He living through me. Facts, facts.
How much? So when you got the call that he died when you were in jail,
Yeah, I mean that shit was basically like it was crazy because I just spoke to him like the day before, not the day before it happened, but the day before that. So I spoke to him like 2 days prior. You know what I mean? Like, we had a conversation. I told him I love him, shit like that. And I we called from jail. So basically I called my girl. My girl, she basically had something to tell me, but she ain't want to tell me. So, she called my mother on three-way. And I got the news from my mother, you know what I mean? I guess my mother told her not to tell me. My mother wanted to break the news to me. So, you know what I mean? When I got that news, bro, like, it was kind of crazy because, like, I was crying and, like, in jail, we really, like, you taught not to show no weakness when you in prison, you feel me? Because, you're surrounded by all men. But, you know what I mean? Like, that shit just cut so deep. Like, I was crying in front of everybody, you know what I mean? But, that shit fucked me up, man. But, like I said, he living through me. And, you know what I mean? Like, long live so low, man. Like, I got him forever. In every aspect. Niggas know what I'm talking about too. So yeah.
Did you kind of feel like a sense of guilt? Like, damn, I'm here away from him. Maybe if I was on the outside, he definitely would have been living. Did you feel any guilt at all?
Nah, for sure I did, bro. Cause it was like, the way that shit happened, like I feel like I knew like I could have avoided that situation, you know what I mean? Like I could have avoided it. Definitely if I was home, you know what I mean? But like they said, man, you ain't really supposed to question God. So I mean, like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen, you know what I mean? So I guess all this shit was meant to happen, but, all I could do now was just get rich for him, take care of his daughter, shit like that, you know what I mean? And just try to do everything he would have wanted me to do, you feel me?
I was gonna ask, did he have any children? Did he leave behind anyone that you're looking after now?
He had two daughters, He had two daughters, yep.
Oh man, that's tough. And you have a
Yeah.
daughter now, and you kind of talk about your daughter a little bit more on Life for Granted, the tape that dropped earlier this year. One of the
Yeah, that's what
songs, I think it was a song
she was
"Worried."
born in
She was born last year,
she was born in
October.
October. Yeah, she was born last year, October, and I was working on a project, within that time after her being born. So like November, December, I was working on it and I dropped it in January. So yeah.
Is your daughter being, because I talk to people who have kids and they really say, like, listen, when you have a kid, that's just like your biggest motivation to keep it going in life. Because you're not only worried about your life, you're worried about that other person's life even more. You want to worry that they be successful, that they don't make the mistakes that you do. Do you feel like your daughter is your biggest motivation in life right
Yeah.
now? You do?
Yeah.
Why is
Yeah,
that?
that's my biggest motivation. I got I got somebody counting on me, you know what I mean? So it's just like, and then like I said this in a previous interview, like, I didn't have the most fucked up childhood, but I definitely went through some shit, and I want her childhood to be 10 times better than mine, you know what I mean? And if I got an opportunity to change it, that's what I'm going to try to do, you feel me?
Yeah, you really speak about her in the song "Worried" off of "Life for Granted." Great song. Was that on purpose? Did you kind of want to have a track dedicated to her, or that
Yeah,
was just
yeah,
you just had
yeah.
some lines about it?
Yeah, definitely. I was definitely trying to do that, because that, like I said, man, I try to give them all of me, and that was like she a part of me. That was something I went through, you know what I mean? That's my first child, my only child. So she had just came in the world, and you know what I mean? Like I just wanted to definitely speak on it and speak on her, embracing and shit. She a young queen, so facts.
That's what I really respect about you. And from a lot of the other artists that I talk to, and even I even listen to, I feel like I know you so well just from your music. Like I feel like I can say the last four digits of your social just because I listen to your music. Is that what you want your
Yeah,
fans to like kind of get from you? Like, listen, you not like you're gonna get all of me. Like I'm not gonna be fake. You're just gonna get me. That your goal?
absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I feel like when it come to me rapping and giving them music, it's a venting session. I'm letting y'all know what it is about me, what I'm going through, what I did, or what I'm going to do. So yeah, absolutely, bro.
When did you have that goal implemented in your brain? Like, you know what? I want to talk about myself. I don't want to be phony. I don't want to be fake. When you first started rapping, were you did you have that mindset or did it develop over time?
Absolutely, from day one. Like, what I mean? I told myself I ain't gonna do this shit if I ain't gonna get them all of me. It's a lot of capping ass niggas out here, man. It's a lot of capping they rap, you know what I mean? And I'm definitely not trying to be one of them. You know what I mean? Like I know a few of them. So I ain't from day one, man. I told them like, I'm gonna give them all of me, man. Like, and I feel like that's how they connect with you more too. You know what I mean? Like my fans and my supporters, like they like family. That's like my second family. You feel me? So it's like it wouldn't be right if I lied to them.
When you say you know a lot of rappers that cap, you just talking about guys who's like Jersey rappers, or you just talking about just like pretty much a
Man,
lot
in
of people
general,
out here?
in general, rappers, period. Like, you know what I mean? They be capping. You know what I mean? Like, I be knowing, like, I be knowing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I know they know. So it just be a lot of capping niggas raps, and I just can't be one of them. Like, it ain't in me, bro. It ain't in me at all.
Does that bother you to your core because you take this so serious? Like, don't you just want to say something to them, or you just try to ignore it, stay in your lane, you're good, you got a good fan base. Let me just focus on myself.
Yeah, I try to ignore it, bro. I was definitely taught, like, you know, that shit ain't got nothing to do with you. Just mind your business, man. But it's one of them situations, like, if you know, you know what I mean? So it's like, I be knowing, bro. Like, niggas be capping, man. But like I said, man, you know, I'm doing my own thing. They doing their own thing. Hey, man, fake it till you make it. You feel me? Fuck it.
Yeah. Would you ever work with a guy that you know caps a lot? He's always acting in his raps, but he has a pretty decent fan base. Would you work with him, or no? You don't want to associate yourself with a guy like that.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I try to, deep in my soul, I won't want to, but if the situation makes sense, you know, I sacrifice and I will if the money right, or you know what I mean. Like I said, if the situation makes sense, you know what I mean. But I mean, at the end of the day, the industry is not the streets, you know what I mean. So it's just like I was taught that, you know what I mean. Somebody, you know, an older person, you know, he taught me that. Somebody that's in the music business. Shout out DB, 100% Productions. You know, he taught me that. He told me, you know, the industry is not the streets. So you know, you're gonna run across a few of those that's capping and that's, you know, that's make believe and not really who they say they is. You know what I mean? But that's just what it is, man. But you know, if the situation makes sense, yeah, you know, I would.
Do you have some good advisors, some good people around you who's telling you what to do, or is it just you, pretty much?
It's just really me. You know what I mean? I get other people's opinions and stuff like that, like from my peers who are around me, you know what I mean? People that's in my circle. But overall, bro, it's really me. Like I'm the one behind the plan. You know, when I do these videos and stuff like that, I then pick out my own scenes and stuff like that. It's really me behind the plan, bro. Like I feel like I was blessed with, you know, a gift of, you know, having a good imaginary, you know what I mean? Like you know, having a good vision and stuff, setting shit up right, you know, make it, like I said, making it make sense. So it's really me behind all this shit. But you know what I mean? I got other people that help, you know, when it come to like certain financial stuff, you know what I mean? Like, and you know what I mean? I'm definitely blessed as far as that. But overall, like, bro, when it comes to the vision and stuff like that, it's really me.
When I write something, especially when I was in high school and stuff, when I write an essay, I needed another pair of eyes to look at it. Like I can't submit it unless someone else look at it. Do you kind of feel like the same way when
Yeah.
you record a song, like someone else have to listen to it, you need to hear their opinion, or you're just gonna push it out because you know it sounds good. You don't need no one else's opinion.
Nah, I try to humbly, bro. Like I try to let my peers listen to it, let them know what they think of it. You know what I mean? If they feel like I said something that I wasn't, oh nah, bro, change that, this, and the third. But it's kind of rare though. You know, usually when I write and I record and I let people hear right off the bat, like they fucking with it. They fucking with it. You know what I mean? Because like I said, man, I'm giving them. They know. You know what I mean? They know what I'm saying is that's really what's going on. You know what I mean? And you know, I try to get their opinion on it. Once I get their opinion on it, you know what I mean? Like it's lit. They honestly be wanting me to drop shit sooner than when I drop it. They're like, you got to drop this today. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Like I definitely get other opinions.
I bet a lot of artists get that when they have their unreleased stuff and other people listen to it. Like, listen, man, this is gonna hit the radio in an hour if you drop it right now. Do you ever feel like that pressure from
Yeah,
people? Don't you feel that pressure?
yeah, but I was always taught not to fool under pressure. So it's like even when somebody want me to push something out, you know what I mean? I'm on my time. You know what I mean? Like this, I gotta this shit systematic with me. You know what I mean? Like I know when I should drop and how I should drop. So you know what I mean? I just feel like time is everything. Like you don't want to just force something out and then it don't go how you want it to go. You know what I mean? So I just try to go take it step by step. You know, song by song. And you know when I'm ready to drop a project, that's when I'm going to drop it. When I'm ready to drop a video, that's when I'm going to drop it. You know what I mean?
Going back to Life for Granted really quick, another dominant, assertive intro. Do you focus on the intro more than any other part of a project, or is it just by coincidence that all these intros are just phenomenal?
Uh, how I do that thing, bro, is once I record the songs, it's like you always at the top of your head when you put a body of work together. You always, I don't know about other artists, but I know as far as me,
Yeah.
you always you always want the intro to come. You want it to come out banging.
Yeah.
You want that shit to be hard that's the first song of the track. So that shit is everything. So it's like once I record, I record my songs, my body of work. I record. Okay, this is gonna be the intro. This is it right here. You know what I mean? And then the intro, I don't want it to be too long. I want it to be in and out, me coming in snapping, and I want it to end with a bang, boom. You know what I mean? So that's really how I go about it. Once I record the songs that I'm gonna record and I put the body of work together, okay, this is gonna be the intro. You know what I mean? And yeah, like I really don't focus on it, but it's definitely a very important part of the project because it's the
Yeah.
first song on it, like I just said.
I feel like it sets the tone for the rest of the project. And I'll tell you this, there's been projects I've listened to, even earlier in life, just albums. I listened to the first song. I never listened to a new album on shuffle. That's just me. I listen to it straight through. And when I hear the first song is really good, I automatically think the album is good. I didn't even listen to the rest of the songs. If the first song sucks me in, if it gets me,
Yeah.
then I'm just thinking the whole project is good. Do you have a planned intro for your next project? Like you already know what
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, bro. Speaking on the next project, I just submitted it yesterday on all the platforms. So we about to drop, man. In a couple days, we gonna drop. And I got the intro in it. It's called Overtime. You know what I mean? I did that like as far as my rest in peace Elzo Bands, long live Elzo. He had a song called Fourth Quarter.
yeah.
So as far as a little tribute to him, what's at the fourth quarter? Overtime. You know what I mean? So
Oh.
that's the intro to that. A lot of people ain't gonna get that though. So hopefully when they see this interview, they understand why the name of the intro is Overtime. But that's why I
Yeah.
did it.
Okay, I didn't even
That's
think
why.
about that because fourth quarter, that was a great song. That's like Rory's like best song. I mean, like his
Yeah,
most
yeah,
popular
yeah,
viewed video.
yeah, man. Yeah, that shit did numbers, bro. Long live Els, man. He gonna live through us though. You know what I mean? As long as I got a voice, he gonna have one. You know what I mean? We ain't letting nothing die down on his side. That's little bro. You know what I mean? And as long as I'm moving and I'm doing this shit, it's gonna be the same for him.
Were you really
Facts.
close to Elzo Bands, or was it just business, like just
It
music?
wasn't it wasn't even as far as the business thing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like when it come to L's, like our relationship was just growing. Like, you know what I mean? You ever met somebody like you was just yeah, it was like y'all was just getting like, that bond. You know what I mean? I feel like he was just snatched, you know what I mean? Like I was honestly trying to put him under the wing, like as far as some music shit. Not really the streets. He was already in the streets, you know what I mean? But as far as like on a music tip, like, you know what I mean, point him in the direction of good studios, you know what I mean? Like let him know what it is with Rory, sending him Rory way, you know what I mean? Like actually fourth quarter, when he did fourth quarter, he did that at my studio that I record frequently at. So you know what I mean? Like it was just like our bond was growing, you know what I mean? Like I fuck with little bro, like, you know what I mean? I feel like it was vice versa. The love was vice versa. So yeah, bro, it was bigger than business though. It was definitely bigger than business.
Do you look out for other people now? Like, do you kind of like point them in the right direction, or you kind of like just focus on yourself?
I mean, right now I'm really just focused on myself, bro. As far as me, like, like fucking with Els and like giving him direction as far as source of the music shit, you know what I mean? Like he was already gang, like, you know what I mean? Like I already knew, bro, like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But like he was turning up with this rap shit, you know what I mean? He was making a name for himself. So, you know what I mean? That shit just made us bond even more. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So
definitely. When you can connect, it's like two stars on a basketball team. You just feel like they're just
yeah.
best friends. Kyrie, KD. You just feel like
That's how I felt, bro. That's exactly how I felt. That's as far as like our circle and you know what I mean, like from our side of town, like that's how that shit felt. Like, you know what I mean, it was me and him running the show. You know what I mean, like honestly, I always tell people like, since bro passed, like, you know what I mean, I feel like Els had the city. You know what I mean, like numbers speak for itself. Els had the streets, bro. You know what I mean, and now that little bro going, you know what I mean, I'm just picking up where he left off at, like you know what I mean. So I'm just trying to keep this shit rolling for us, honestly.
Mulaa. It really seems like you've been through it all. How old are you? Like 24?
Yeah, I'm 24.
Seems like you lived three lives, honestly, from all the losses, that you've had with people and just the time away. Your story is really inspirational. It's really incredible what you can do if you just keep your head up and keep it pushing. Honestly, is that kind of like a legacy you
Yeah.
want to leave? Like, no matter what you've been through, just keep your head up and keep pushing.
Absolutely, bro. I just want to keep it pushing and just let people know, let my support system know. You know what I mean? Like you might not be living how I'm living, but like I said, we all go through stuff. So even if you're going through something, you know what I mean, just keep moving forward. You know, tough times don't last, tough people do. So you feel me?
Mulaa, thank you so much for talking to me. I really appreciate it. Once again, follow
I
Mulaa on
appreciate you,
Instagram.
bro.
Hey, come on, man. Love right back.
Yeah, man.
Fo-
Yeah, man.
Follow.
Y'all follow me, man. You know, on Instagram at underscore Mulaa Bossed Up, Mulaa Bossed Up. You can follow me on Twitter at underscore Mulaa 3 times, number 3 times. And yeah, man, be on the lookout for Underrated, Unappreciated, man. I'm about to drop in a few days, man. You know what I mean? It's up.
Also,
Long live Elzo, long live We So Low.
Also, listen to his other projects, Street Vibes and Life for Granted, right before you listen
Yeah.
to Underrated, Underappreciated. One more thing. How long does it take you to write that project, Underrated, Underappreciated? Is it just songs from before that you put on, or was this like, did you like sit in a room and really dedicate yourself to this project?
I say over the course of time, like you know what I mean. I'll write, okay, this mixtape worthy. Okay, I'll write. I'm gonna drop this as a single. I'll write, okay, this mixtape, you know, worthy, and I just put them in a, you know, put them all together, let them pile up. Okay, all right, this how we gonna do this. Put the intro together. You know what I mean? So I see it's like songs over time. You know what I mean? And it's a few songs up there that's you know that's already out that I know that they want on all streaming platforms. So fuck it, why not? I just throw it on the tape for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I think a lot of artists should do. They have stuff on SoundCloud and they have stuff on other stuff, and it's really good material, but it's not on all sure. What's the like? No one's gonna be mad if you use your old stuff. They're actually gonna be quite happy, like that you're recycling it. If you ask me.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're not. You absolutely right. You're absolutely right, and you get paid for it. You know what I mean? All streaming platforms, you know, you get paid for.
yeah. Once again, follow Mulaa on Instagram underscore Mulaa Bossed Up Mulaa Bossed Up. Listen to his project Street Vibes, Life for Granted, wherever you can get music, and look out for Underrated, Underappreciated. I tell you this, you are underrated, underappreciated in my book. You have some great material. I can't wait to look out for it. When is it gonna drop? It's dropping soon.
It'll drop sometime this week, man. Honestly, I'm aiming for the 31st. You know, so I can get them that like going into the new year. We starting off strong. You feel me? So we're gonna say the 31st. I'm dropping on the 31st. You
Starting
feel me?
off strong. Mulaa, I love that. Hey man, we're gonna chat soon. Thank you so much for talking to me again.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. One.